Imagine you run a tailoring business and you need a specific silk blend for an upcoming order. A wholesaler offers 15 meters of this premium fabric for 6,000 rupees, but your order requires exactly 25 meters. You immediately know the total is going to be higher. That is your intuition recognizing a direct relationship between length and cost. But knowing it will cost more doesn't help you balance a ledger or secure the exact funding you need. Our daily lives are built on these sliding scales. Time spent driving dictates fuel consumed. The pressure of a gas responds to temperature. Whenever one physical quantity shifts, it pulls a dependent quantity along with it. To predict those exact shifts, arithmetic provides two entirely distinct logical strategies. You can calculate the exact figures you need by choosing either pathway. Mastering mathematical change requires exploring two different philosophical approaches to problem solving, both of which resolve into the exact same undeniable truth. We can see this structure in our fabric example. This document outlines direct variation, a scenario where an increase in one quantity forces a proportional increase in another. More fabric requires more money. The first strategy to find your exact budget is the unitary method. Think of this as drilling down to the absolute foundation. We find the value of a single solitary unit before doing anything else. Looking at the example, we divide our 6,000 rupee total by 15. This isolates the baseline cost, 400 rupees for 1 meter. Then we multiply that 400 by our target of 25 meters, arriving at 10,000 rupees. The alternative strategy is the multiplying ratio. Outlined below, this skips the single baseline unit to analyze macro-level change. You create a simple fraction comparing your target goal to your starting point, the new value divided by the old value. For our fabric, our new target is 25, and our old length is 15. We multiply our original 6,000 rupee cost directly by the ratio of 25 over 15. The math bypasses the individual meter cost and takes us straight to 10,000 rupees. You either zoom all the way into a single unit, or you zoom out to measure the total ratio of change. A direct variation problem can be perfectly decoded using either logical pathway. But the physical world throws a curveball when variables pull in opposite directions. This section defines inverse variation. Here, an increase in one factor causes a proportional decrease in the other. Consider a motorcycle traveling steadily at 40 kilometers per hour. It finishes a journey in exactly 3 hours. We want to know what happens to the travel time if the speed increases to 60 kilometers per hour. Let's look at how the unitary method adapts to this twist. In method A, we cannot divide to find the baseline. Instead, we use multiplication to find an extreme single unit. Traveling at a crawling 1 kilometer per hour would take 120 hours. Dividing that 120 by our new speed of 60 gives us our answer, 2 hours. Down in method B, the multiplying ratio strategy survives by executing what is called the flip. Because the speed and time are behaving inversely, we cannot use the standard new over old fraction. We invert the ratio to old over new, 40 over 60. Multiplying our original 3 hours by that fraction drops the new time down to 2 hours. Mathematical logic cannot be blindly applied. Whichever pathway you choose, the math has to actively mirror the physical push and pull of the variables you are measuring. So, how is it possible that two completely different mathematical philosophies, isolating a single baseline versus multiplying fractions of change, consistently spit out the exact same answers? The answer lies in hidden constants. This data table shows the mechanics of direct variation on the left. Look closely at the far right column. Dividing the cost by the items always leaves a rock-solid, unchanging ratio of 120. If we translate that constant ratio into visual geometry, the data always plots a perfectly straight trajectory moving steadily upwards. The variables scale in lockstep to protect that underlying rule. Now compare that to inverse variation on the right. Here, the rule flips. It's the mathematical product, the speed multiplied by the time, that acts as the unbreakable constant, maintaining that rigid 120 even as the individual numbers fluctuate. Translating this inverse product into geometry gives us a completely different shape. The graph plots a smooth, downward curving slope as the dependent variable actively shrinks to offset the increase of the other. These equations reveal the predictable, unbreakable rules underlying shifting physical realities. And mastering these two distinct logical pathways, you gain the power to perfectly predict the future of shifting variables, because while the numbers constantly change, the underlying mathematical truth stands still.